Afternoon, everybody. So Tuesday afternoon here in very chilly Canberra. Snow falling on the mountains as we talk. Tomorrow morning -3 and -4 predicted, but I think this might be one of the last cold snaps of this particular season. I wanted to do a quick video on these cherimoyas. It's been a while since I spoke about these cherimoyas. If you recall in the past, I think the last video I did was chopping down these cherimoyas, beheading them, and basically taking off around 75% of the growth of each of these plants. And since then, in the last 3 to 4 months, these plants have really taken off, and they're starting to extend to the roof in this particular instance, and beyond the roof for this particular instance. I also have my seedling cherimoya over here. This is the one that I planted from seed in one of my other videos, the only plant, the only cherimoya to actually manage to root and grow and become healthy. This particular cherimoya is interesting as well, as with all the biological insects that I put into the tent. They all decided, the ladybugs at least, to kind of nest and plant their little larvae and their eggs on this cherimoya. I'm not sure why. It did have some aphids, but it wasn't the most aphid infested plant in the tent. But you can see on the back of many of these leaves we have these kind of exoskeletons of the ladybug larvae as they kind of grow and expand and get ready to go. With this other cherimoya over here, which is also doing exceptionally well, I pruned them all this year. I chopped all of the ends off to make sure they keep going. This is the one that got through the winter undercover and performed better than any other one. And the dilemma, well, not dilemma, but the question that I have right now is what to do with these now that winter is coming to an end. We obviously have a very cold winter morning scheduled tomorrow, -3, maybe -4. But after that, we actually don't have a single negative day on the forecast. Now, some people say that cherimoyas need to have a bit of a period of cold dormancy where they get the chance to lose all their leaves and refresh and get ready for the spring flush where they put on their flowers and all that sort of great stuff. And they say that they require between 50 and 100 hours of chilling time for that to happen. Now, these cherimoyas, after I pruned them both, as you would have seen in some of my update videos, they did actually put on flowers, and they tried to flower and do all that sort of stuff, but they weren't mature enough at the time to have it happen. These stems are now about an inch thick, so I think they're becoming that age where they should be able to fruit. You can see some of the kind of residual damage from spider mites and aphids in the tent, but since I've treated the tent with those biological controls, everything that's come and grown on these plants is fresh and healthy. And it's just another really good kind of sign about the effectiveness of using these biological controls to manage pests, in particular aphids, in the grow tent. And I know that most of us aren't actually trying to grow tropical plants in an actual tent like I am, but even if it's in the yard or wherever you're growing these plants, it's nice to know that there are solutions out there if pests do arise where you can kind of have those addressed. Anyway guys, that's an update on these cherimoyas. I think I'm going to drag them outside in the next week. I'm not 100% convinced. If you have your own opinions, if you think I should wait another few weeks, we do have the potential for great frosts to occur even in the next month or so. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think I should do, if you think I should leave them in the tent or if I should move them outside or prune them further. Maybe it's a better idea to prune this guy right back to close to where the original prune was, so that we can start to get that really healthy growth flush come spring. Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. We'll catch you all in the next one.